Hey, my beautiful collective. Welcome to SwiftIntuitions. If it's your first time on my channel, like and subscribe. Hit that notification button if anything resonates. And if it's not your first time on my channel, hey, family. So we're going to dive into this energy. But first, most high, we thank you for my beautiful collective. We thank you for their life, their purpose, their very being. Anything that's rising up against them, let it be cast down immediately. Victory is our portion. We walk in it. We receive it. It is so. Okay, family. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with these questions. And we're going to get into this daily energy. Most High, what is a question we should be asking ourselves right now? And it's the exact same question that came out for our beautiful Scorpios. What kinds of situations do I avoid? What does this evasion say about my previous experience or belief? Collective, I feel like right now Spirit is ushering us into this new beginning. It's like you could feel it in the energy. Things are beginning to change. I don't know if you guys are aware of something called like the Lion Gate. On August 8th, we have a full moon in Leo, and it's also where the beginning of the Lion Gate's energy is starting to take place. It means there is massive change that's happening around us, not only in our own personal life, but in world events. Spirit says right now, what kind of situation do you avoid? Spirit wants you to really take the time to look back on your past and see how far you come. Remember the lessons that you've learned, and also Spirit wants you to understand the things that you had to do to get to where you are, meaning setting up healthy boundaries, knowing your limits, meaning not ignoring red flags, pushing forward, leaving people behind, situations that no longer serve you. Spirit says every time you did one of those things, every time you learned a lesson, you avoid a situation. Spirit says that it evolved you. It allowed you to change into this being that you are currently developing into right now. Spirit says that time is here again, but this time it's more on a massive scale. See, all the way up until this point, Spirit was getting you to know that you are the truth, getting you to operate in your authentic self, not giving a care in the world about people and situations around them. And Spirit says, now, since you have mastered you to a certain degree, now it's time for you to implement those same things you learned to come into your higher self, to bring the world into their higher awareness, their higher self, because that's the whole reason why chosen ones, we are chosen, because we activated the energy of the Most High. You call it Jesus conscious. We've activated this awareness within us, and now since we have mastered it to a certain degree within ourselves, now it's time for us to help others master it. And I feel like what's happening is a change from us going from one dimension to another subconsciously, because this era is changing. Everything, this world as we know it, is changing, family. And I know some people don't want to understand it. Some people do not want to be aware of it. But the truth is, even if not aware of it, doesn't mean it's going to stop this change from happening, right? All right. So with that, Spirit says, be mindful of the things that are going to present themselves to you. You're going to know it by the energy in which it carries. And you're going to know it because the very lesson that you have to learn, that is going to pop up in your mind's eye. This is the time for us to trust ourselves. Trust that we know what is coming. Trust that we know what is best for us at this time. We listen to our intuition, and Spirit says when we listen to our intuition, then that will set us further ahead. Messages of power. Messages of power. Spirit says the next question we should ask ourselves is, what have been the most defining moments that have helped shape my life? This is pretty much pertaining to what we were just talking about. Like, what do you avoid when you avoid those? What were the lessons that you learned after you learned that lesson? How implementing the learned lesson to your present always allows you to have a better outcome, one that is more towards your favor. And every time those things happen, it allows you to transform. And this was that change. What have been the most defining moments? Spirit wants you to think about every time something major changed in your life. What did you have to go through? What was it that changed your awareness, your conscience of that situation? What was it that you had to learn that you played a part in for that? So if that situation was to come up again, that you would know how to maneuver to it. with a better and more promising outcome. Spirit says that that moment, that big life-changing moment is about to happen again, but in a greater magnitude. Yeah, greater magnitude. And Spirit says it's time to get ready. Remember the lessons that you learned, because something is about to take place on this earth, Craig. I know. I'm serious, though. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. There's going to be something grand that is about to happen on this earth. And Spirit is getting you prepared for it. That's the reason why Spirit had you work on yourself, why you had to go through the dark night of the soul, so that you know that when you are alone, you're not alone, so that you can die to the materialistic energies or veils of this world. You don't care what people think. You don't care what they define. Only thing that is defined is by how you define it. Your happiness, your very being, your existence. Spirit says it's coming a time where this is a new era, and what you deem something to be is what it's going to be. What do you mean, Mercy? Your happiness is only going to be predicated on what you see happiness is. It's no longer illusion of looking at somebody, because you're solely focused on you. And Spirit says now, because you have this sense of freedom, walking into your authenticness, Spirit says you are about to be put above. You are about to be cast above so that you can lead, because people are going to be searching for things. People are waking up, and it's like waking up, being a child, waking up with nobody in the house. It could be a scary situation,